Hi, this is Ashley Tyree and this is Marvelous News. So today we're going to talk about the focus on the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh.
So Jen, how do you feel about the focus on the multiverse in Phase 4?
Quite honestly, it's always been a big topic in the comics, so I'm in for it. Besides that, we could get all types of variants of superheroes. For example, we get a new version of Iron Man, like the superior Iron Man we saw in the Doctor Strange trailer.
Yeah, and also America Chavez, who may be related to Captain America or something, or not.
Captain America?
Well, it's in her name, maybe not. So, what my feelings are is that it could be an interesting way for the franchise to go. Now that all the former superheroes are either retired or going on other paths.
We're still here.
Yeah, and like they could explore new stories for the franchise to go. Like, one of these examples is Spider-Man No Way Home, which executed the multiverse brilliantly.
Not only that, but it reset the story in a way that's closer to the comics.
Really? How?
Well, think about it. Peter Parker is supposed to be an outcast. He's not supposed to have support from other superheroes, so the fact that he's disconnected from Iron Man completely and is a loner again is closer to the comics versus, say, the version we got with the MCU.
Yeah, especially when his memories of the others got erased at the end and he tried to communicate with MJ again.
Wait, didn't their memories get erased? Not his?
Yeah. Like, their memories, I meant that. So, and also it was great seeing the villains to give us a story about redemption.
Yeah, I like that they didn't get killed at the end, but it does raise the question, when they came back to the universes, did they immediately die?
I don't know. Maybe they avoided it?
Yeah, because they were seconds away from death, from what I could tell, when they all got transported, except for a few.
And now we're moving on to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. There was one character from the X-Men who appeared in the trailer. Does his appearance mean that the MCU will eventually use them?
Well, we got a hint of Quicksilver, but that was just a little cameo. But it has been in talks for years, and we did see the Wolverine costume, which is closer to the comics, so I would say, yeah, I think this is a sign.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to have these characters who have been mistreated by horrible film adaptations.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony adaptations to get their own proper films.
Did you see Morbius?
No, I didn't.
It's actually pretty good, but it has a lot of plot holes, so be prepared. My friend Justin actually did not like the film all that much.
Yeah, I've heard that the Sony MCU films aren't that good, and I've heard they tried to establish a universe, like with the Sinister Six, but
Trying.
I don't know if that's gonna work as much as the MCU. Like,
It could go either way. It could be absolute camp, or it could actually set up something kind of interesting.
also in Multiverse of Madness, we see glimpses of Captain Carter and Doctor Strange Supreme, who came from What If.
I'm looking forward to them both. I loved Captain Carter and What If, and I kind of want her to be real. Now I get the chance, potentially.
Yeah, especially since she was a strong female hero who proved that males can't just be heroes too.
I felt like it was a better message than we got with Captain Marvel, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that got a lot of complaints, especially from the Marvel fans.
They just felt like it was too rubbed in. With Carter, it felt more earned.
Yeah, and it felt more like less than the strong female role models that are bad. Like, they just shove in things like, oh, I like science. Oh, I don't need a man. Oh, I always get out of certain situations, and I don't have bad things happen to me.
It's okay if you had romance, so long as it's realistic romance.
Yeah, and Supreme Strange's story was interesting. It was like, loss can get you into the darkest places sometimes.
I never saw him as a true villain, though. I always saw him as an anti-hero.
Oh, that's interesting. Why?
Because his goal was to save his girlfriend at no matter the cost. His intentions were good, but he didn't know it was going to destroy the universe.
Yeah, that is true.
But I disagreed that his actions were good of taking the animals, like getting all those monsters and destroying their lives.
Yeah,
and his alter ego.
Yeah, just so they could get their powers.
Yeah, that was too far.
Yeah, that's extreme. But I've heard rumors that Deadpool might appear in Multiverse of Madness. What could that mean for adult content in the MCU?
Quite honestly, I think they're still gonna go for the PG-13 rating, and they'll only have him do the F-bomb like once or twice, like is required for that rating. So he might be a bit more censored, but I think the comedy could still go through if they know how to write.
Yeah, but but Disney Plus has recently added the adult-based MCU shows like Daredevil and Agent Carter. Like, they've added them to Disney Plus.
Is it still on Netflix?
They removed them.
Well, that's a bummer for anyone who has a Netflix account.
Yeah. So, and also, will any Marvel movies and TV shows use the multiverse?
So far, I'm already seeing it with Loki, and it looks like they're starting to explore it with more heroes, so it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I wonder which ones will use it.
We already know that Scarlet Witch is probably going to use it in order to get her kids back.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they may appear in the film.
And one of her kids might actually be part of the LGBTQ community, from what I heard.
Really? That's shocking.
Yeah, you know the speedster one?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently in the comics he has a relationship.
Ooh, that's amazing.
They've been talking about this for a while, about creating an LGBTQ character.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool, and I hope they get this on the mark.
Yeah. And finally, I've heard that the DC Extended Universe movies like The Flash may focus on the multiverse as well. How will the popularity of the multiverse affect other franchises that aren't Marvel?
Quite honestly, it could go either way. I mean, we got the Monster Cinematic Universe they tried to do a few years ago, and that failed miserably. But on the other hand, we got the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, and I heard that was critically acclaimed, so if they can do a really good job in Justice League, there is a potential for them to build past, like, that. But I think they have to kind of start from scratch, like with the Batman and whatnot.
Yeah, the Batman had potential.
I don't think they should go for multiverse content yet, just build the universe right now. But Iron Man had, like, 2 films before the multiverse was really a thing, so
Yeah.
if Iron Man could do it, I guess they could do it with DC as long as they know what they're doing.
And that's our show. See you next time. Bye.
It was a fun pleasure being here.